So today I'm working on a layout. I'm going to be using Cartabella paper, nautical, lots of pictures, different sizes. So wish me luck. So Cartabella Deep Blue Sea, I'm using this side of the paper. I'm using this one, and I'm using the star paper, all from the same collection. It did have some sticker sheet with it. These are the ones I pulled to possibly use on this. Like I said, I have lots of pictures and different sizes that I'm going to be using on this layout. I cut some different shapes with my cutter, my Sizzix Big Shot that I have. So I cut a bunch of different shapes and things to use. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. And I did have this sign here that I was going to use, but I decided the green really didn't fit anywhere. So I made my own title. It's going to be Adventure Awaits. And then I made these on the Cricut, which they seemed a little big, but I think they're going to be perfect. So I'm going to scoot this over and let's get started on the cutting the paper. I can speak and everything. I'm going to cut this side here because I do want to keep on the bottom the paper that it is. I'm just going to cut, I think I'm just going to do 1 inch on this one. I don't think I want it too big. And I'm going to need 4 of them. So I'm going to cut 4 1-inch strips. I could start writing this down in the comments down there if that's something you guys think you'd like. So that's 4 1-inch strips. I'm going to scoot that out of my way. All right, now this one, do I want it that way? No, I'm going to use it this way. I'm going to use it this way. I want, I believe, maybe a 4-inch strip and a 2-inch strip. So I'm going to do 2 of them because this will be a 2-page layout. And then 2, and that'll leave me a 2-inch strip left. So the one I'm doing today is my daughter took them to, and son-in-law, they took them to Boston to the USS Constitution. So they had a good time. Ooh, almost knocked my key over. All right, and then on this one, I am going to cut it 6 inches because I need 2 of them. And when I get done with this, I have got to clean up a little bit. I get some scrapbooking, and I have got at least 3 of my grandkids next week for 4 days. And usually when I have 3 of them, it multiplies and I end up having more. So we'll see how that goes. But you know what I'm going to need? I'm going to need a page just to use as my back. It doesn't really matter what color it is because it's not going to show anyway. So I'm just going to grab these 2. It's just for backing. So I'm going to start with the 2-inch strip and I'm going to put it on first. Gotta find where I keep laying stuff down. And you would think since I'm right-handed, I would put everything on the right-hand side, but you'd be wrong. My brain apparently doesn't work that way. All right, so I'm going to put at the top, I'm going to put the 2-inch strip. And then we're going to put this one. Oops. You know, it's usually not a good thing when you tell yourself, oops. And this one goes like this because of the fact that that's the way the anchors are. And then the next 4-inch strip of this is going to go to the bottom. I did come up with the way I wanted this to look in Cricut Design Space, and I will leave that link down below in case you want to get on there. And then as a little bit of a border and to add a little bit of another pop of color, I'm going to use these. And I know I used to have problems and I would be scared to use pattern. But now I've got to where I love using pattern. And when you're watching a video like this one or anybody else's, the biggest thing to take out of any of these videos is not necessarily, hey, if I want to do a nautical paper, that's the way I would do it. You can take any paper and cut the same sizes and do the same thing, add your own pictures and different embellishments and get your own layout. So don't take that this only has to be a nautical, because that's not it at all. So that's going to be one page. I'm just going to glue this other one down. You can take the same layout and use it for a beach theme or summer or the first year of a baby's life, and just use different papers and different embellishments. This is all just about the go-to design, how to lay your paper out, maybe where to put the embellishments at. If there's anything anybody needs help with, if I say something that confuses you or you need help with something, let me know. So I'm going to be oh my, okay, there we go. I'm like moving this back. Oh, look, and I still didn't get it straight. Well, that's a good thing that these things are just a little bit repositionable for a little bit so that you get it mashed down. And then I have 2 more of these strips here. The biggest thing I always have trouble with, and I try to force myself to get out of it, is one, comparing myself to somebody else's work, criticizing my own work, and then planning things too much. Just planning and thinking, okay, if I plan enough, then it'll go straight. But you know what? You can't plan everything in life. Just go with it and enjoy the process. So this is going to be my 2-page layout. It's going to go like this. They're not going to be butted up against together, so I don't care that these are not completely lined up. They're stripes. It is what it is. If somebody notices that and complains about it, they can do my dishes. That's the rule around here. All right, let me show you where I'm going to put these pictures. Like I said, I have a lot of different size pictures that I'm going to be using. The first one I have is this USS Constitution picture, but then I have a larger one of the family. So my thoughts was to put it something like this. And yes, overlapping each other just fine. It's not covered up any part of the picture. So I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to turn these over and I'm just going to do it. I gotta go put laundry away. My husband does the laundry because I have trouble getting downstairs anymore. He brings it up and I just have to put my own laundry away. Sometimes it takes me longer to put my laundry away than it does him to do it. It is on the list to bring the laundry upstairs so that I can start helping him with it once the budget gets friendly enough to be able to do that. So that's on the to-do list. The other thing we're working on is planning Camp Crazy, which is when I have all of my grandbabies over. This year we're doing it for 4 nights. They sleep over. Their parents don't worry about them. They get to do whatever they choose to do. And go on vacation, work on a project, do whatever. There's no worry, there's no fuss. They don't worry about them, which is nice. So I'm just going to see. I want to put this one kind of right here. And then this one I'm going to put here. because I'm going to put some embellishments here. And then, oh, you know what? I'm going to have to move this up a little bit because I do have 2 other pictures that I want to put down here at the bottom. And I didn't leave myself enough room. So, move this up. I want to make sure I get this a little bit straight. There we go. It's a little better. So the 2 pictures that I'm going to put down here are the 2 boys, and they're driving a duck boat. So I'm going to put those like that. Bear with me. It's going to be good. And later on, if it's not, you guys tell me. You told me so, okay? No, it's going to be good. This will be a memory. They'll be able to show their kids, even if they're not living in the area where they can't go see the Constitution. They can have it. And because boy, isn't life passing fast. This was last summer. It feels like it should be just Christmas time. And here it is. So I am going to anchor these things just a little bit off balance there. I'm like using this pen thing that I have to get the back of off these things. But it's not going as smoothly as it should be today. Feels like I'm just like stabbing at it. It's just not. There it goes. So I'm going to put that kind of. Let's see, how do I want it? It was like that. And by putting this on this side of the page, instead of over here, even though they're looking this direction, it's not going to be off the page because the second page will be over here. Now I have these 3 photos here. That's going to go on this side. So tomorrow, you see, last week we had like 6 inches of snow on the ground in April. But we've had snow as late as Mother's Day before. So last week we had 6 inches of snow. Tomorrow it's going to be 70. So it's going to be so nice. The one thing about spring snow is that it doesn't stick around very long. It comes and then next day it's usually gone. So let me get the back of this off. My husband's going to try to get the trampoline put up for the kiddos. So I'm going to line these up here. These kids are getting older. My oldest granddaughter now is 15. There's something wrong with that. She was 2 yesterday. And my youngest granddaughter is 9, almost 10. She'll be 10 in July. So I have from 10 to 15, 8 of them. So they'll all be over here the end of July. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So ooh, don't drop the pictures. I drop things on the floor and it's like a black hole down there. Let's see. We're going to put that about right there. That's straight. Nope, that one's not straight. That's okay. It's fixable. Everything's fixable. It's fixable. Okay, there we go. Now I've got one more that's going to go right there in the middle. And then I have 3 more to go on there. But it's going to be okay. Okay. Going to turn out adorable. I have faith. I have faith. I have faith. If not, it's just embellishing opportunities, everybody. Something doesn't look right, put a sticker on it. All right, so this one is going to go right here in the middle, like that. And then I have supposed to be one more in my other picture. Oh, there he is. So these are going to go tilted just a little bit like this. And I'm putting this one on this side of the page instead of the other one, because otherwise it looked like he's looking off the page. And you want everything to look, so eye goes around the page. But if you have something looking off the page, sometimes it gets to where it's not, they have tendency to look off the page, almost like you see somebody looking at something and they want to look that direction too. So one tip is to keep the eye moving by not having things looking off the page. So I'm going to put this one here. I got to go to the store and get myself some more of this foam tape tomorrow. I've got tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow's Saturday, I think, for me. Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. And I will be so glad because my husband has the day off and it's going to be warm weather. So I'm just going to get him up and we're just going to go and play, shop around, plan our camp for our grandbabies. Now this one is going to go like this. And then I have one more and then we're going to start embellishing everything. I love being a grandma. I love being a mom. My kids are fantastic. They text me and I don't get to see them as much as I'd like to because they all work and they're such hard workers, great people. But I love being a grandma too. My husband is such a good grandpa too. He goes and he picks up every day. He goes to my youngest son's house to pick up the grandbabies. And then every once in a while, he goes over to my oldest son's because my oldest granddaughter likes him helping her with her homework. So he goes over there for that. And then 2 days a week, we watch our grandson. So, all right. So that's the picture layout. It may be a little out there for now, but let me put the embellishments on there. That's going to help. So I have these. I cut several sizes because I wasn't sure which one I would actually want to use, but I'm thinking I'm going to use the big one. That was my gut instinct because I wanted it to go under the picture a little bit. Here we go. And then I'm going to take my title. My title is going to go here and here, and then we'll put some more. We will put on some more embellishments and stuff. Let's scoot these over just a little bit. And see, this will go something like this. I want to put the embellishments down though before I put them down so I can see kind of what I want to do. So I'm thinking my anchor like that. And then I want one over here maybe. This may be too big, so let's try the anchor over here. Because it's okay if it's a little bit. Yeah. But I like the anchor up here though. So let's see if I find something else with the ship wheel because I did like the way that looked better. Because this can be tucked in under here a little bit. And then put this like this. The other thing, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to put that down. Oh my gosh, guys. I forgot to put the pin in my glue yesterday. And it's just something I never thought about because it got clogged up. So I started cleaning it out. I should have been cleaning that out a long time before because that was gross. It really was. I'm like, there's so much dried brown glue in there. It's not even funny. That makes you want to go check your glue, huh? Definitely going to put that on my list to do every month. Maybe earlier. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So that's going to go there. So I knew I wanted this anchor to be kind of bigger than life kind of thing and just have a presence. Okay, apparently I need more glue on that. That's cute. And then this one I'll put down over here. Put that picture up a little bit. And then we'll put some small embellishments on it. Okay. Now I do have a octopus that came with this kit. Not sure where I'm going to put him. I like him right here. I did use a blue but a light blue. Kind of pulled this blue here out to put my pictures in. I have a little sign here that says explore. I think I like that like that. And I brought my summer notebook out. And I just want to flip through it real quick to see if I have something else that I might want to put on here. See, when I do my notebooks, I put stamps in here that's specifically for summer so I can remember I have them. So I have everything that has to do with summer. Oh, you know, I could use some of these things in here. I'm gonna look at this first and see if there's anything in here. I put everything summer in here. I could put a sun on there, but I'm not sure. Guess I'll pull one of these little suns out and just take a look at. So what I do is I usually either take the sticker off of it. Oh, you know what? There's a ladybug. I put a bug on my pages so that they have to look for it. It's kind of like a seek and find game. So I'm going to just flip through here really quick. Try not to take too much time on it, but see if anything catches my eye. And when I say I do, I could use a Discover America in there. When I say I put everything that to do with summer or whatever the category is for this, I go by what I consider it, what I would use it for. If I see something like a grill, but it's on something else that doesn't go there, then I will always do the, you know what, I could use this for the journaling. So I put it in the space that is going to best, that I'm going to use it at. Because if I think of it as summer, when I first see it, chances are it's going to be in summer when that I use it for. These are baseball card holders that I use. I see these when I go through these things and I start looking at them and I start thinking of all these different layouts that I want to use these for. So, oh, look here, there's a compass. You could use that. Oh, you know what? This. I'm taking these off, but I have a piece of wax paper over here, and that's what I'm putting them on. So I just, that way I can that's more for travel. Does anybody else keep their stickers like this? I love having my stickers like this. I can just grab the notebook and find what I'm looking for. My fishing, my My youngest son sent me a picture this morning of him and his oldest daughter, who's just turned 15, and they're out fishing. Like what a good day for that, because it is so it looks so nice outside, and all three of his girls love fishing with him. Love fishing with him. Happy as a clam, sees the day. Oh, you know what? Something like this might work. Let me pull this out. You know what? I'm going to pull this out because it has another like compass on it, so that might go in there, but it's more of a red one. It's a different size, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. Oh, there we go. There we go. Thank you. Stop being cantankerous. All right. Now, I've been doing this for a few years, and I do not regret it at all. Okay. Let's see if I can find something to put these in now. I did pull out 2 of these starfish that could be cute on this page. I don't need that one. No, I do have this compass. Let me see what else I have over here. I have this compass and this one, but I think the red one might look better. Let's see where we're going to put it. You know what? Let's put you here. Do I like you there? You look better over here. I'm talking to the letters and the stickers. Kind of scary, huh? Now, I don't know if the glue is going to hold this down. It is not a sticker. It is actually, looks like a dry, oh, that's a little much. Here, let's share. But I may have to get like a dot. Oh, I put that upside down. Ruthie May, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to use dots on this. Let me just cut a tiny piece of these. Because I think it's going to take these. That glue is not going to hold that down. Let me make sure I don't break these things, because they do break easily. But if I see it's not going to hold it later on, I'll do something else. I can get the hot glue out or something if necessary. I don't usually use hot glue on it, but sometimes you need 2 different kinds of glue. All right, so there's that. Let me see what else I have. Oh, that's right. I have this, like, this thing. It's like an arrow, like X marks the spot. It's gotta be somewhere where you can see it, though. You know what? I think I'm gonna do this. Let's try it up here, though. Yeah, that looks nice. All right. Do I want to put anything else? I do have some things in here. Let me just see if there's something I want to use. We have some dots. Since I put these at the front of my desk, it is so much easier trying to make myself use them. Could use the big. Let's see what's in here. Oh, I just used these for a wedding lamp that I've been trying to do for 2 years. I absolutely love the way it turned out. No, maybe not. But one more place. I'm just going to look, see if I have anything that I want to add. If I cut this, it tuck a little bit somewhere. No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to leave it. You know, when you get to where you try to put more on, and the more you try to put on, the less you like it. So you just end up just like, okay, that's it. I'm calling it. I really want that fun on there, but it may not get on there. Nope, it's not going to get on there. I'm going to call it quits. Make a decision and stick to it. That's what we're going to do right there. So that's going to be my page. I will do my journaling, and I will put the pocket on the back like I always do. I think this turned out adorable. I'm going to get my glue and just touch up where the glue needs to be glued at. Put this up and call it a day. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put my bug on there. I'm going to put it on the, no, you can't really. No, I'll put it on top of the eye where it looks like the eye. There we go. There's my bug. Guys, get your photos out and get yourself a layout done. I'll have some pictures available. I'll put Cricut on there, put some paper that I use. You know the routine. I'll talk to you later. Bye.